The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Come on, set. 30 base. Check. Watch 54. Oh, you got deep? Let's go.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
In your face.
Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
No. Look at me. Zipper. Get it.
On 1st down, Fitzgerald. Caught by Jones.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Back to throw. Fitzgerald eluding the pressure right. It's caught. Jones. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The pickup there, 5 yards.
Set. 50. Plant.
54. Right. 54. You can't block.
Hey. Yo, faster. 5.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch your slack.
Hey, Zoo. On the ball.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. Go.
Get in the weight room.
Hey, exit. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Fitzgerald. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. And it's caught. Touchdown. Ito Smith there to make the grab. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
You're 18. 57. I'm scared.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Sony Michel, his first carry. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here's Watson, buying time to his left. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is taken at the 23. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
You draw Corford. Check. Check 4, check 4. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Go.
Throwing on first down. Fitzgerald. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now a play fake here on first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On first down, Fitzgerald flushed out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Down. 8, read. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming. Fire.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like, it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him. So I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Ready? 60 or.
Come to my world. We want it. Come
X3. 218. Chop it. Go.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Go. Now.
To throw again on second down. Fitzgerald. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. What's going on here in this wild card weekend? The upcoming Super Bowl. And forget about finding a lane. He barely before he was planted in the backfield. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a third and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. And they're not going to get the kickoff in time. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. On fourth down, John Gruden says, let's try and get 3 out of this. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsors saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Down to lose 1.
Watson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there as the first half is winding down. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready to break.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. There he goes left side, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 77 yards, and the Colts have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short.
They'll take over. First down and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
Set, ready? 18, Gator.
50's the mic, 50's the mic. You don't want none, baby. You don't want to
Go.
On the option, and they'll give this one to Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
He doesn't get many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number's going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking that a lot of times their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 33 and a first. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, Maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Ready. 15, Lonnie. 15 line. We own them. Snap.
Here we go now with Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Mike 54. Hey, I'm coming after you.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Here's Jones. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
I got it.
Following the penalty, Michel broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D.
And it's Michel once again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Target.
He pitches it. Muscles him off. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
We're set. 19. Not here. Tight right. Roger. 3 out.
first down carry for Henry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Come on here, come get some. He don't want it.
Hey, 59! 59!
Hey, check 24.
Again, it's Henry. He gets away from 1. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
57. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check 99. Check
59!
Get him.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. And he finds Parker here, complete. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll go again to Jones. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Running right, Jones. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Pick it up. Motion.
They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Derrick Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
54!
Mike, 56. Got take. Check 52. 59.
On fourth down, Watson. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Dexter Lawrence. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Here we go. Set. 60 or.
Check Mike, 50.
Go.
A loss of 2 there. Second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A give to Jones. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Fitzgerald. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores, so, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 77 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the clock shows 55 seconds to play as they line up for a critical onside kick. Well, I think the Colts got this. They did. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Watson. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Safety's creeping. 24. Shift. Motion.
Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Watch twist. Check. 22, check, Palmer. 22, check, Palmer. 57's the mic, watch 57. Hey, alert! Pin the mirrors back and go full 54. You got that.
Now it's Watson. eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. Oh, able to avoid him. He's got a first down past the 30, and he'll be out right at the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
And the Brooklyn first down.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10.
We play to win. Let's go.
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to EA Sports.